Yo, me again. Right, this video is going to be all on reel lines. The lines you put on your reel. How important are the lines you put on your reel? Yeah, they're important, and it's important that you get the right sizes in diameters to what you want to use in accordance with the type of application of fishing that you're doing. So it can be really overwhelming. You go in a fishing shop and there's spools and spools of line, and they're all saying the same stuff, but they're all different. And you're wondering, what shall I get? What shall I get? What shall I get? Well, my personal opinion is I don't think there's a lot of bad main lines out there, okay? And I think a lot of people overcomplicate their fishing and inherit a lot of worry and anxiety into their angling experience by worrying about things that really don't need to be worried about, okay? As long as you get the basics right, then I think you're going in the right direction. So it can be really overwhelming, especially if you're new to stuff. And people who are experienced will often come back and go, I've been using this line, but then there's this line, and do I get that? And then what about this line? And what's the difference? And should I use that? Everybody using this and that. You know, all I say to people in all regards of fishing is you use what you're comfortable and what you got confidence in. And that goes for bait, rods, rigs, line, hooks, leads, whatever. You use what you're comfortable and you're confident using. And if you're comfortable and confident using a product or a technique or a system or whatever, then you will enjoy your fishing more. You'll have less worry, less anxiety, and you get more of your experience, okay? So, me personally, again, I'm not going to push any, I'm not going to say this is a product, this is the best product. That's absolute bullshit. Anybody says this is the best product, you must use this line, you must use this hook, you must use this, you must use this micro bead. You can use whatever you want. If you want to use Daiwa line, right answer, go for it. If you want to use Sakuma line, right answer, go for it. You want to use Vivarius line, right answer, you go for it. If that's what makes you comfortable, that's what gives you confidence, then you use that line. So I don't think there's a lot of bad lines out there. So what I use is this. For my rough ground, I will use from 0.36 to 0.45. And in some cases, 0.36, I like Ultra. Okay, I like Asso Ultra. I try and stay away from the bright lines personally. I'm not keen on them. Just my personal opinion. If you like them, you go for them. If it helps you identify your rods at night, yeah, wicked, go for it. Happy days. Okay, so I like £20, 0.36, Asso Ultra in brown. I like that. I also like Ultra Cast. Now Ultra Cast does come in a black, but I don't find the black is quite as good as the orange, okay? I like that in a 25, which is a 0.39, okay? Something else I also like to use, and I'm looking for it, is the clear. I do like clear lines, okay? I think it just makes less invasion to the fish, to where you're fishing, okay? And it makes a big difference. So for most of my rough ground fishing in South Wales, I will use 0.36 to 0.45, and that'll range from sort of like £18, if you want to talk in poundage of breaking strain, £18 to about £25, depending on the situation. If I go and fish a rough ground low watermark, I may take 4 reels with £20, and I may have a couple of spares backed up with 0.43, 0.45, £25 heavier gauge stuff, just in case I do end up on a big pile of shit and I need that extra grunt in my tackle. Okay, try and avoid all the marketing gimmicks. Low diameter, high breaking strain, ultra high resistance. It's all absolute crock of shit, okay? Go on the diameters and you won't go far wrong. On my light the ground stuff, on my reels for clean ground, I like anything from £12 to about 15. So you're talking anything from sort of 0.30, roughly £12, to about 0.34, which is about £14 in the Asso range. But that's what I use. That's my personal opinion. That's what I use. You can use whatever you want. When I was a kid, it was always Daiwa Sensor and Grease Weasel. Those were fantastic lines, and no doubt they're still fantastic lines now. And it's really important as well, whatever products you're using, that you're getting value for your money. There's no point spending masses of money and then still having that worry and anxiety and fear of, am I using the right stuff? Is this stuff really good? Is it doing it for me? It's really important, whatever you buy, that you feel that it's serving, it's fit for purpose for what you want it for, and you're also getting a good value out of your money, because you know it's a hard time at the moment. Everything is rocketed up in price, so I like to buy things in bulk. Kilo spools, half kilo spools. I got them hanging out my ass. They're absolutely everywhere. But that's what I like, because you know, you buy a 4 ounce spool, 4 ounce spool of line, you're always going to end up with a bit at the end, which you're not going to be able to use, not going to be able to fill a spool with. And if you do that 6 times, you've wasted a pile of line and a pile of money. Okay, so look for good deals as well. See what you can get hold of. So my clean ground, places like Ogmore, I'll go down as low as £12 on Ogmore, and you will not have a problem landing big fish, okay, as long as your knots are good. Okay, so Ogmore, the Nat, places like that, I'll use £12 to £15, £12 to £14 roughly. Okay, I also like, with my lighter lines, I like to use tapered leaders. Tapered leaders are fantastic. Not also do they give you a good knot strength, we get a lot of weed, a lot of debris, a lot of shit floating on the channel, and it stops that leader not jamming up. So I do like my tapered leaders. I got ASSO ones, I got ones from VMO, I've had one sent to me from Sakuma, I got all sorts in here. They're all basically the same. Clear, I like clear, 18 to £70, and then with that I'll just tie a standard grinner knot, a line to line grinner knot, okay, and that'll be perfectly strong enough to facilitate my fishing. With my other fishing, my rough ground fishing, I will tie a Benimi twist, okay. You will very rarely see me tie a knot on a beach, whether it's a weak link, a hook, a shock leader. I will try not to tie any knots on a beach whatsoever. It's all about planning, preparation. Everything is done at home. My weak links, my rotten bottoms, all my reels. If I have a bad reel and I lose an end, I just take it off, put a new reel on. As simple as that. I don't waste fishing time. I don't want to be on a beach trying to work my degraded, arthritis ridden hands, trying to tie a knot in the wet, in the wind. I'll just pull a reel out and put another one on. So that's my lines. Anything else, you let me know. I think that was quite self-explanatory, quite simple. Don't be overwhelmed by what's in the shops. Look for value. I think there are a lot of good lines out there at the moment, and I don't think there's much between all of them. Okay, I think it's just down to personal preference. I like the clearer lines. I have got some brighter ones, but I do generally try and use the clearer lines. I'll always fish as light as I can, and that's on the rough ground as well. I mean, sometimes if I'm fishing £20, £20, I'm not even losing leads. I pull out a reel with £14 on, and I bang it out there. So it means I get further distance. I'll get more bites and I'll get more fish, 100% guaranteed. So that's my take on that. Wrapped up in under 8 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. Anything else, you let me know. Take care.